All right.
3, 2, 3. Hello, everyone. I'm really excited about today. Today, we're going to be talking about how to use AI to scale your business. So, if you have been thinking about wanting to scale your business, but you might not have the team to do that, another great alternative is going to be AI. So, I'm really excited. And just to introduce myself, I'm Kim McKenzie. I'm a marketing consultant. I'm the founder of the Women in Alignment Business Networking Community. And we also have Manuela here. Manuela, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, Kay. Thank you so much for having me again. So I'm Manu. I'm the owner of Two Side Acquisitions, and yeah, we help businesses to automate, to scale, and grow beyond they can possibly imagine.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, all right, guys, for today, like I said, we're going to be talking about how to use to scale your business. So, Manu, how can AI help high ticket business manage leads and nurture client relationships more effectively? How do you think that's possible?
That's a really great question, Kay. So to answer that, I'm gonna have to give you a perspective of what's going on today, right? So in marketing today, what we are seeing, and this is all across, and we've been talking about it, is a trust crisis, right? And on top of that, we had COVID, which made most of society go into a collective post-traumatic stress. This is something we are all seeing and feeling. So, if we take this into consideration, what is it that we are doing with AI in an online business, especially high ticket? We are personalizing. Without AI, we are going to, for example, write an email and it's going to be just that copy for everybody. With AI, we are personalizing. So we are using AI in different aspects of a funnel to make that conversation more nurturing for the client. So when the client is, ready to go and in the conversation with you, he's going to feel way more ready to convert. So using AI is going to, get your leads more ready to buy from you, decrease the objections, increase the trust they have in the company, and make them feel more welcome because high ticket clients, they want that, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that you talked about the personalization of AI too. I think, not every system or every conversation is a one size fit all. And people surprisingly have become very robotic, especially with their sales pitches. So if we can, personalize our process, not just with the AI, but with our own, but today, of course, we're going to be focusing on AI. Manu, I feel like I had another question for you, but I feel like you already answered this. In your system that you believe is impactful, but you mentioned that, which is the personalization. So it does get the prospects, time to buy once they get on the sales call with you.
Yeah.
I
Because,
had, go
hey,
ahead.
the reality
Mhm.
is, as a business owner, hiring a team member is expensive. It costs a
Oh,
lot to
brilliant.
train and to hire and then the turnover and all of that things that we already know. So it's with the high ticket consumers nowadays, they are looking for more personalization for this human touch. And as business owners, we become like, what do I do now? Like, do I hire people and then that's a
Yeah,
lot of overhead or
yeah.
training time, or do I not hire people, but then my conversions drop and da. So how can we find the balance using AI, still having team members in very specific places, but the AI can do a great job in a lot of places that, we don't need these team members. So that's going to reduce costs in the business, automate the whole process, and make the client feel more welcome into the space and perceive you as a different, unique, superior company that made that thought about each and every step of the journey to accommodate
Yeah.
them.
Absolutely. That's definitely an important factor to think about the cost and resources, especially when it scale, the natural thing you're going to think about is hiring people. But if you can do this with AI and also accomplish that whole personalization aspect as well, that's super important, to cut costs and to cut resources as well. All right. So let's talk about an example of how AI automated and simplified a process for one of your clients. Let's get into it.
Okay, awesome. So, look, I think I'm gonna go for a couple of different clients in different levels of their business. So one example, one of our clients starting out, and she's now making between $10,000 to $20,000 a month. And her main strategy is conversations in DMs. So she converts people using DMs conversations, of course, using all the methodology behind the human AI ecosystem that we've been sharing here. And one of the main gaps she has now in scalability is she's by herself, and then she can hire a setter to make the bookings and appointments and have the converse and make the conversations, or she could place an AI. And I think the resistance for most business owners is if it's not gonna sound too robotic, as you said,
Yeah.
but for her, it works really, really well because again, the more AI gets to know you and the more you use it, the more intelligent it's gonna be. So, yeah, I think if you didn't ask me, but I'm gonna say one of my
No, I
advice
love that.
would be like, nurture this AI. It takes time, and it's like someone you hire. It takes time to train and to get them ready to speed and process.
Absolutely. And can we just take a pause to think about that? Manuela just gave us a great example of someone who is using a DMs to convert clients. Can we just think about how much time that would be if you started getting an influx of leads? How much time that would take you, and how much other things would be getting neglected, if that's grammatically correct. But so many other things would be neglected, if you're spending your time converting this. But if you have AI
Mm.
doing this for you on autopilot, like all day, you could be asleep and it is being converted. Of course, at some point, you might need to get on a phone call with them and convert them, or you can do it in a way that you can convert them into the DMs with the AI. There goes a little slight mix up there. But yeah, just think about that. It will save you so much time. And I know a lot of us it seems like we're after money, but really, what we want to do is enjoy our time and our freedom. And I believe with AI, we can certainly achieve this. Minnie, do you want to add anything else to that?
I completely agree, and I think it's thinking about the phrase that we always hear, but we never know how to apply it well. Um,
Yeah,
Work smarter and not harder. So I think
yeah,
AI is bringing us this opportunity of, of course, we want to be very transparent, honest, and make sure that our
yeah,
clients are having the best experience in the journey to working with us. But at the same time, we want to make sure, we are maintaining the profit, we have quality of life outside the work, and why not take specific points of contact to automate, because sometimes when you don't automate, you can even have human errors that, they don't need to be there. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, of course, you're cutting costs. We did cover that you're cutting costs with AI, but also you also reduce the human error aspect as well. And as Manu said, over time you are training this. The more you use it, the more you're automatically training the AI system. So it's naturally improving as time goes on. So it's, you're just perfecting a system, and it gives you it allows you to have more of one of our most valuable resource, which is our time, of course. So that's definitely something to consider, when you're scaling your business. All right, so I do have another question, and guys, I do have some notes here. Just I want to make sure I'm covering everything. How does AI in your system help service providers personalize their approach with clients, even at scale? I
ooh,
guess we can like dive deep into it, or I can
yeah,
repeat the.
no, great question. Okay, so look, um when we are starting, we think that we can do everything, that we have time for everything, that, and we don't actually imagine what scalability looks like. We think that scalability is all about making 100,000 in our bank account a month And it's going to be beautiful as that. But the reality is not that. The more clients you have, the more structure you need, the more foundations. Or else, it's going to be a peak of sales and then it's not going to be sustainable because the clients are not going to enjoy it and you're not going to have long-term clients and etc. etc. So when we are at scale, everything that we do matter. Okay, the reputation, the anything that we put out, like we start being more aware of the thing of this little smaller details. Okay, and one single business owner of a company cannot be aware of everything and be holding every single hat in the business. So we need to make assertive decisions, and AI being one of them. Why? Because human beings now, and I'm talking about our staff, our team, we can see that in general, speaking with other business owners as well, people don't want to be working massive hours. They don't want to be burning out anymore. Like this period of, industrial revolution, this type of work is not going to fit anymore in people's lifestyles. So what if business owners start adapting and bringing in AI more and more for their team members, and even if they are solo business owners, they are going to have more resources to reduce the time they are working, increase the level of the happiness, the satisfaction in the work, and therefore become way more producing more and reaching more KPIs, happier in the company because you as the business owner is using that and accommodating. And as for the client, again, at scale, if you do everything by yourself manually, again, you're not going to be able to handle everything. So your clients, they are going to have the support.
Absolutely. I love that you said that it's, people need to kind of like make that transition over to AI, the industrial revolution phase is over. Yeah, we are definitely in like the technological era. And some of the like, these major corporations, one of the people that inspired it, he owns BlackRock. It's one of the largest asset management companies in the world, and they manage over
Larry
$10
Fink?
trillion. Larry Fink. There you go, Larry Fink. So he's a one person who inspired me because of his personal story, not because of his wealth by any means. But his company, BlackRock, is actually powered by AI. I believe their AI system is called Alibaba, and it stands for something. But yeah, if the major corporation is using AI, obviously it sees the value in it, and I think smaller business owner need to catch up, with these other companies. BlackRock is a major corporation to compete with, but if you want to keep up with the times, you definitely need to make that transition to AI and easily cut down on resources and get to enjoy more of your time, and like Manu said that you can't be everywhere at every time and manage everything. But with using AI, that does simplify the process and make it easier for you. Of course, your mental health is very important. If you're stressed out and overwhelmed all the time, it's like I always say this: you can't pour into others and pour into anything from an empty cup. So you need to think about you as well. And Manu also said Manu makes so many great points. It's like a lot of people want to scale, but they don't think about what that actually looks like. They're like, okay, I'm ready to scale. Do you know what that actually looks like? What are the systems that you need to have into place to make that be successful? Yeah, you can scale, but do you want to have a successful scale, or do you want to, get one a high of sales and then everything goes down. And one thing people don't think about it too is that when they're scaling, you want to make sure that the main thing that you're delivering to your clients, your deliverables, are still of the same quality or even better. Because you don't want to scale and then reduce the value of what you're delivering to your client. You don't want to pay that cost as well. So that's something for you to think about as well.
Definitely, Kay. You said everything because we work with a lot of business owners here at Scale. So we push them up. And one of the things we see here that we have to work a lot with them is delivery. Because when you are starting, you have all the time in the world. So your people, your clients, they're gonna receive your full attention, your full love, your full everything. At scale, one, you can continue doing that. I try doing that and you burn out. Or two, you can start putting things in place because you accept that you can't, that it's too much to handle. So yeah, I love that you said that.
What is, or what are some, or what is some misconceptions about using AI to scale your business? And how does, the system that we have, helps to mitigate that or to solve
Yeah,
that problem?
perfect. So, okay, one of the biggest misconceptions, I think we have a few. One of them being it is too hard, like we cannot use it. I don't know how to automate. I don't know how to, set things up, how do I feed the AI with knowledge? How do I, set up the systems and the connections and everything? And it is true, like it is a bit confusing to do this by yourself. We're gonna get that in a second. And then the second misconception that I see is, oh, I'm just gonna put AI in there and it's just gonna do everything by myself. So like going to the extremes of
Yeah.
putting too much or too little energy on AI. I think we need to have a balance here as business owners, or else you can get to the trap of your business being, without human touch or without personalization. Or so I think this kind of misconceptions about AI, and a lot of times, Kate, people don't know the amount of tools we have today. Like even if we
Yeah.
have social media, I don't hear much people talking about those things. For example, Descript, a great tool to use to edit your videos, for example.
Yeah.
Super easy and you can use it. Of course, we know ChatGPT. So yeah, would you add anything
There's
the
Yeah,
misconception?
absolutely, absolutely. I think I love those points that you made, that people think that, okay, you put AI in there and it takes care of everything. Like everything else, you cannot just it's your business, it's your baby. You need to be in control of what's happening. You do need to manage it. It's a system, it needs to be trained, and it needs a trainer. Of course, the experience, the interaction it has with the clients, or the nurturing process, it's going to be learning. But also you need to get, or someone needs to get in there and make sure that it is doing what it is supposed to be doing as well. And also, a lot of people are intimidated by AI as well. They think that it's going to be very difficult to set up. But think about this: you can spend a few hours setting it up, or you can spend how many ever months, stressing about not having it, risk not having it in place, and then using so much of your time. It's going to cost you more time, even, as the months go on, because you don't have this and you need to be in so many other places, training this person, hiring that person, this, and delivering to clients and marketing and checking this. So it's going to cost you by not having it. Manu, I know you didn't touch on this, but I wanted to, while you were talking, it's also inspired this idea that I think people might be afraid that, me for one, I think before, but now having, the experience of working with AI, I know what it's capable of. But do you believe that people think that using AI to interact with their clients is going to be too robotic, and um, feel not like it's going to be obvious that they, it's going to be obvious that they're using their clients or prospects, or interacting, the leads are interacting with AI, and they feel like it's not very personalized and very robotic, and maybe it's going to be a turn off
Yeah.
for the people interacting with their business. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that right when ChatGPT was launched, all we
Yeah.
could see on internet was the same tone of
Mm,
voice all around. Do you remember that period?
yeah, absolutely. I could even read things and be like, that's written with ChatGPT. That's
Exactly.
so obvious.
Now we are seeing more personalization, right? Because we are
Yeah.
learning how to communicate with that tool. Now, I think this question is important because I think when we are fearful of something, we actually also really want that. So it's like this, going in the different directions.
Yeah.
I think the fear might be, okay, what if it's too good and then I just want to use AI and I just, and I think that comes back to what are the values of the company? Like, because each and every platform that we have online and available, we can use in all different formats. So what are the values of the company? And most importantly, what is your ideal client? Because your ideal client will need a certain journey, and AI can help personalize the journey so, so, so much. So, for example, if you have a client that is older, obviously they have more problems with technology. So
Yeah.
your funnel can be personalized around that. I think if people understand that they are in control of when they are using AI, how and where, if they have the right information, if they understand what are the different platforms, how can they put this together in an integrated system, the fear is going to be gone because you are in control of the situation now.
Absolutely. And I think the key thing with AI interaction is just asking the right questions. If you get the AI to ask the right questions, then of course the lead will reveal the right answer, and then you can start the personalization process as well. All right, guys. So we have something really incredible that I want to share with you. We're going to be launching a really cool system. Now, if you're a high ticket business and you're probably feeling overwhelmed, you're stressing out because you have to manage your team, you have to run your business, you have to deliver to clients, or perhaps you have been marketing, but you're not getting the results that you believe you deserve. We're launching a really incredible system. Now, this system actually focuses on personalization. So every touch point the leads interact with their business, it feels like they're talking to a human. Sometimes it will be human and sometimes will be AI, but they will not be able to tell the difference. And it is heavily, 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 heavily personalized. And like I said, it feels like you have a team. So you won't have to hire a million and one different person. You won't have to hire a web designer. You won't have to hire a copywriter. You won't have to hire or get this software and that software and
Yeah,
that. It's going to be like it's
connect
an
everything. Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be an all-in-one system, and as Manu said, it connects to everything. It's a really incredible system. Like I said, this is not just one of those marketing tools. It actually feels like you have a team working from you, and you're going to get more of what you value most, your time. If you're like me, I love my time. I love the freedom to do everything. Everybody's working. They think they want $1 million. Why do you want $1 million? Because you want to do whatever you want to do, and you want the freedom to do that. So you want to have a system that will allow you to have more freedom, more time to get to do and enjoy the things you love. Spend time with the people you love, like
Organization
me.
as well, okay, organization, data, all in one place, because as business owners, and you were saying, people, we get so overwhelmed with so many different platforms and having to use Zapier all around, and then, and having one place with everything, having the support, and not needing to think. If you want to do, like, for example, a masterclass, you open the toolbox of the masterclass, everything is pre-ready for you, all the email sequences, all the landing pages, everything. You just need to personalize, change the colors, and that's it. So
I love that.
yeah,
I love that.
really excited.
Simplicity.
Yeah.
Don't you want simplicity in your business? That's what the system is going to do for you. Everything all in one place. We have the masterclass, toolbox, anything you want to do for your business or anything necessary for your business is going to be there. So I'm super excited about that. We're going to be lost about that. Can we
Us, we're gonna
squeeze any more details? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
the whole online program journey that will teach people exactly how to use that. We have SOPs for each and every department of the online business. We have contracts that you can use. We have how to do each thing. We have, for example, each each funnel that you're going to implement, a VSL, masterclass, GM, lead magnet, whatever funnel, how many hours this is going to take from each department, what each department will need to do. You're going to have planners to organize everything. So what we are doing in the end, Kay, is pretty much we're giving people what we use to scale the clients. So we have a waiting list, and yeah, we have a waiting list, and we want to make sure that people can start using the system by themselves, because if they understand the foundations, if they have AI, if their team knows what they need to do with the trainings, SOPs, all the videos explaining how to do each thing, it's gonna save so much time, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is an investment, and I think we know that it's expensive to run a business, and that's why we kind of went above and beyond. We could have given you a tool and says that's it. Or we're giving you SOPs, we're giving you templates, like everything in a box. Think about that. You can invest the time, like spend what, maybe a couple hours on that, set everything up, and then if you need a refresher, you can always go back and have a business in a box. Think about all the time and the money that you're going to save with all that you're going to be getting with this system.
Yeah, I think people just can go click below, take a look at the system, see if it fits their business. And then I think, we would love to receive them and start using.
Fantastic.
And
Fantastic.
so go around, do your research, and you're going to see that with our system, you're getting the best value.
Sure. So, as Minnie said, go ahead and click below, and you can definitely learn more about this incredible AI system that's going to be a huge transformation in your business. It's going to definitely transform your life. So go ahead, click the link, and check it out. Until next time, ciao. How can high ticket business use AI to help nurture and manage leads? Let's get into it.
Maybe we can ask, like, what are the things that we can do with AI in a business today?
Okay.
What do you think? No?
Going from your thing.
No, let's go back. Let's follow the script. Don't let me deviate myself, Kate. Thank you for
Girl, I
bringing.
just spent like 3 seconds trying to memorize that, and then she goes, "Let's change it."
No, I'm not changing. I'm not changing. Thank you.
Great. How can AI help high ticket business manage leads and nurture client relationships? Oh my God, this is so long. How can AI help high ticket business manage leads and nurture? Okay.